Hello footy fans, welcome to another episode of Bev's Footy Show for the season of 2017. Let's get straight into having a look at the episode agenda. A relatively straightforward episode this week. Of course, no footy to talk about from the weekend, so I'm going to get straight into having a look at the All-Australian team that was announced last week. Looking forward to sharing my thoughts on the team and so forth. Then going to give you my predictions for the finals, and that includes my grand final prediction and also my premier's prediction, so looking forward to sharing that. And then to finish off the show, we have a look at week one of the finals, the matches and the tips. Cannot wait for the first week of finals. The 4 matches that are being played are absolute rippers, so cannot wait to share those with you along with my tips. So let's get straight in now to having a look at the All-Australian team that was announced last week. So the 2017 All-Australian team was announced last Wednesday, and well, the fact of the matter of who's in and who's out always creates lots of discussion post the announcement. So let's get straight into having a look at the All-Australian team of 2017. I'll give you my thoughts along the way and also my final thoughts at the end. So let's start with the back line. Michael Hibberd has had a fantastic year. Him as well as Alex Rance and Jerry McGovern make up the back line. Alex Rance was named captain, which was a surprising call from some people's point of view, but I think it was an acceptable one. The half-back line is made up of Rory Lard, Michael Hurley and also Sam Docherty. The centre line includes Josh Kelly, Dustin Martin and Zach Merritt. Of course, Dustin Martin signed on with Richmond last week following the All-Australian announcement. The half-forward line is made up of Robbie Gray, Lance Franklin and Dane Zorko. Dane Zorko has definitely had a fantastic year, and it's good to see that a wooden spoon club can at least get one player into the All-Australian team. The forward line is made up of Eddie Betts, Josh Kennedy, who was named the vice-captain, and then to finish off is Joe Danaher. So that are the 3 players who make up the forward line. The Rovers and the ruck includes Paddy Ryder, Patrick Dangerfield and also Tom Mitchell, and then the interchange consists of Matt Crouch, Elliot Yeo, Dylan Shield and then Joel Selwood. So a very interesting team. I think they've got it right. Of course, there is some players such as Toby Green who were unlucky to miss out. You could argue that Marcus Bontempelli may have been unlucky to miss out in some sense, and even Josh Kennedy as well, probably a bit above Marcus Bontempelli this season. But overall, it's a very good side. I'm happy with it. I don't think there's many grudges to hold against this team. I guess you could argue, I don't think Eddie Betts has had a fantastic year. He has been on and off in parts this season. But like I said, no grudges towards this team. It's a very good one. Like I said before, Alex Rance captain. I think it's a good decision. I think he would make a great captain of Richmond if Trent Cotchin wasn't the captain of the club. Of course, he is part of the leadership. So if you're part of the leadership, then you know there's no reason why you can't be captain of an All-Australian team. So I'm happy with the team. Let's leave it at that now. And in fact, comment down below your thoughts. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on the All-Australian team. Like I said, I'm happy with it. Of course, there is some unlucky players to miss out, but overall, a very good team indeed. Time now to have a look at my predictions for the finals. Okay, so I want to share with you my predictions for the finals before the 2017 AFL Finals series actually starts. So let's have a look at my finals predictions right now. I'll go straight to the grand final. You can see there that I have picked the Adelaide Crows and Richmond to showcase in the 2017 AFL Grand Final. And well, a couple of weeks ago I was saying the Crows, I think they'll be hard to beat in the final series, but I'm actually going to go Richmond to be the premiers. I think it would be a real love story, a real incredible story if they were able to win it this season, and I think they will. I've been impressed with how they've been going at the back end of this season, and I think they'll win in week 1. I think they'll enjoy the bye, beat the GWS Giants, and then go through the grand final and beat the Crows, but it should be a ripper game. So yeah, it's going to be an incredible final series. Of course, it's not 100% guaranteed that my predictions will be right. Of course, I'm sure I'll get 1 or 2 wrong along the way, or even more, because, well, this season's been very close. The impossible happens at times. It could even be a fact that the West Coast Eagles might go through and win it. You never quite know what's going to happen in 2017. So it's going to be an incredible final series. Cannot wait. Let's have a look at the matches and my tips right now. So the 2017 AFL Finals series kicks off this Thursday night with the first qualifying final between the Adelaide Crows and the GWS Giants. This one being played at the Adelaide Oval, starting at 7:20 PM local time, 7:50 PM Eastern. You can watch all finals on 7 and also Fox Footy, excluding the grand final, which you can only watch on 7. We'll talk about that in the grand final episode of the Bevs Footy Show. But this is going to be a ripper. Really enjoyed the clash between these two sides in round 1. I thought it was incredible and quite an entertaining match, so I'm expecting this one to be a really entertaining match as well. And I'm going to pick the Adelaide Crows at home. I think being at Adelaide Oval, I can't go past them. Of course, the GWS Giants are coming off a loss at Simmons Stadium to Geelong coming into this game, of course, before the bye. So I'm going to go the Crows, but I'm expecting a good game. Friday, this is going to be a ripper, possibly the game of the round, I suppose. The game of week 1 of the finals. It's the second qualifying final between Geelong and Richmond at the MCG. You can watch it from 7:50 PM. That's when it starts. I think this is going to be a ripper. It's the right decision has been made to play this match at the MCG. Of course, many other people have different arguments, and that's okay. We won't get into that, but I think this will be a good match. I'm actually going to tip Richmond. I'm actually quite confident that Richmond can beat the Cats in a close tussle at the MCG. The crowd's going to be massive, and the Roar is going to be just as good as well. So looking forward to Friday night. Saturday, there are 2 games. It all starts with a second elimination final at 4:20 PM. The Sydney Swans and Essendon at the SCG. Possibly the game of the round when these two teams met in the home and away season. Gary Rowan marked that one-handed chess mark to win it for the Swans in a thriller. I think this one will be a thriller as well, but I'm going to tip the Swans. They should be too strong at the SCG, but like I said, really expecting a ripper. Essendon have played really, really good games this season and have been a bit of a wild card team this season. I don't think many people expected them to make the finals after their players having a year off, but it shows that maybe the year off has done them good. They are in the finals at this present stage. The first elimination final, the last elimination final of week 1 of the finals, is at 7:20 PM local time, 7:50 PM Eastern, between Port Adelaide and the West Coast Eagles. Adelaide Oval, so Adelaide Oval get 2 games in week 1 of the finals. This should be a ripper. The West Coast Eagles have a very, very good record against Port Adelaide, especially at the Adelaide Oval, so I'm going to tip the Eagles. I think they will upset the Port, and it should be a good game though. Once again, all these games are going to be absolute rippers, just like all the finals normally are. So my tips for week 1 of the finals: Crows, Richmond, Swans and the Eagles. Should be a ripping opening week of the final series. Cannot wait. And that is it for this week's episode of Bev's Footy Show. Hope you enjoyed it. Really looking forward to next week's episode, where I will review the finals week 1, the matches, and then of course I'll get stuck into week 2, which is going to be massive, the semi-final stages. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment and share this video, subscribe, and make sure you check out my Facebook live stream at facebook.com/thebevshow. At this present time, I'm streaming live weekly at on Sunday at 8 PM, but of course check the Facebook page because details may have changed. So once again, facebook.com/thebevshow is where you can find my weekly live stream. I answer comments, I talk sport, I talk footy, It's a really good show in my opinion, so make sure you go check it out. So until next week, enjoy week 1 of the finals. Cannot wait. It all starts on Thursday night, Adelaide Oval, Crows and Giants. The games after that are just incredible, so it's going to be a ripping week 1 of the finals. Until next week, bye for now.